Welcome to Burning the Edge. We would like to welcome to the T our host, Mr. Arthur Miller Jr.
We got to welcome to the T, bro, Robert Joyner here. He good friend of mine. I play with him pretty much on every Sunday. We just wrapped up our season in our tournament group. And Rob, what you end up in for?
Third, man. Don't disrespect me like that.
That's all right. You got fourth. I'm gonna give it to you. You know, y'all got lucky.
Third. I didn't get fourth. I got third.
My bad. Third. I got to get that right, man. You know, I ain't trying to disrespect you.
Right. Yeah. It felt like a long season during the season, but it went by fast, man. And the playoffs. Yeah, bro. Like, playoffs felt like it creeped up on us quick to me.
It did. The playoff did creep up on us pretty quick, but
it was a long season during the season, though.
Yeah.
Playing every single week.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. It gave me, something to do, something to look forward to. So I did enjoy it, but yeah, man, I enjoyed it and all. Wish I could have played a little bit better. I did improve from last year because last year I came in fourth place. So, it's an improvement. So my goals for next year is to continue to move forward in that 1-2 spot. So love to take first place. Give shout out to Nick for finishing first place overall during the regular season and then bringing home the championship in the playoffs. So, big props to him for that. So.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Nick, man. He did his thing this year. He looked like he got a little nervous in the first round of the playoffs, but he pulled it together after that.
He did, man.
Yeah.
And maybe the pressure of being number one overall, got to him initially. I can't really say for sure.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but he turned it on and he played consistent the rest of the way. So, and that's all that matters.
He did. He finished it out at a pretty decently tough course, at Miramichi. Shout out to Miramichi for letting us get out there. And where do we play the other round? At Glen Eagle.
Glen Eagle.
Yeah. Those are two challenging courses to finish it to wrap up the playoffs with, though. I like those being a finale. Matter of fact, on the Amateur Players Tour, we got Miramichi coming up as our finale.
Oh, wow. When is that?
On the 25th and 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a 2-day. So I need to finish the season up well. And then I got the Ryder Cup after that. And after that, at the end of October, going to the North American Championship at Pinehurst.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm a little apprehensive about it because if you are in the top 20 after the first 2 days, then you get to play Pinehurst number 2, which is the course that the pros play on. But there's no carts on that course. You got to walk it. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out.
Get a caddy.
So yeah, I'm trying to, but there are no caddies. Well, you can have a caddy, I think. I can't remember, but anyway, I'm trying to figure out how I can ship my cart out there.
Okay.
Because if I end up, I don't want to have to carry my dadgum bag. That's gonna wear me out,
Right.
Either I'm gonna have to buy me another bag, which I tried another bag, but I didn't like it because it didn't have the full dividers all the way down at the bottom.
Okay.
All the way to the bottom. So either I'm gonna have to figure out a carry bag, or either I'm gonna have to figure out a way to ship my push cart out there. So that's my dilemma right now, because I don't want to have to pay for another suitcase just for the darn push cart, but I might end up having to do it.
Wow. That's the dilemma of a big time golfer like
that. I don't know about all that. I'll make it do what it do this year, man. I really want to. I want to finish at least in the top third. And last year, I finished in the top half. So I'm on the Golf Week Amateur Tour. So I'm hoping on this one I can finish in like the top third. This is a much, I want to say a much better course I'm expecting, but I don't know. It's Pinehurst. What we played last year was at Hilton Head. It was some nice courses, don't get me wrong, but I'm expecting Pinehurst to be a lot better, because it's supposed to be like, I want to say this is the first golf community in America for sure.
Oh, wow.
So this is supposed to be like the birth of golf for America, pretty much.
Right. Okay.
So so I'm excited about that. And then we're having the Ryder Cup. So this is my first time qualifying for the Ryder Cup. I have been missing.
So your group is actually participating in a Ryder Cup itself.
Yes. So we're playing against Birmingham Tour. So in each division, they're taking the top 4 players in each division, and we're playing a Ryder Cup style event over 2 days. We're gonna have 4-ball one day, and then I think foursomes the next day or whatever. So it's gonna be fun,
So are you taking just the top 4 players, or are you taking true Ryder Cup style, whereas top 6 players and then the captain or
no. So it's it's just the top 4 in each division.
So if you're chosen, then that's right. That right there is
I'm already in it.
Oh man, that's a stamp on how good you're playing then for the season in.
Well,
in order to make that,
I kind of got lucky, if I'm honest about it, because after Fair Oaks, I was right on the border of getting bumped up. And so the other guys that I played with that was in division, they got bumped up. So some of them, if they was in the division that I'm in now, which after like August something or whatever, your position, either you can move up, but you ain't gonna move back.
Okay.
Unless you just play like, you had to really be way over your handicap to get dropped back or whatever.
Okay.
So it's tough, man. The guys talk about it on the Facebook Live, and it's really a big deal to figure out, should you bump this player if he's right on the borderline? Even if he goes up, sometimes they don't bump him up out of immediately. It just depends on how your rounds been trending, how your score's been trending or whatever. So they got a whole committee that look at that every week, or whatever. So it's big, it's serious,
So you won't have any Patrick Reeds on there, what I'm saying, on your Facebook Live talking about liking tweets about why he didn't get picked and everything. So,
no,
you don't have that issue, do you?
No, I don't think we're gonna have that issue. Hopefully not. I think everybody's pretty much accepts what it is because they know. You know what I mean? When you are playing well enough to get bumped up.
Right.
So I mean, if everybody wants to get bumped up, like you don't want to stay in your division forever unless you're already in Division 1, then it ain't nowhere for you to go. But other than that, you want to go, you want to get better. That's the game. That's why we play this game, to get better, But one of the reasons we play it. So, man, I wanted to have you on, man. I know that you watch golf like I do and pay attention to what's going on. So we got bringing, as you were talking about Patrick Reed, we got a little controversy with the Ryder Cup going on.
Right.
So let's talk about who we got picked though first. So we had
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, that got picked, the captain picks. Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele.
Yep.
Jordan Spieth.
Yep.
Tony Finau.
Yep.
Harris English. And Daniel Berger.
Yes, sir.
So this is what the Golf Magazine, this is what some of the guys had to say about some of them. So Spieth, the senior editor at Golf Magazine, said Spieth, he's surely going to be paired up with Justin Thomas and his wobbly putter. The Spieth magic on the greens, coupled with elite ball striking from JT, should be as formidable as a duo at Whistling Straits. Could easily see them playing together 4 times. Just need to figure out what to name them. The J&J, possibly. So what you think about Spieth being picked?
I think Jordan Spieth brings a flair to the team that a lot of the other guys that were picked don't have. All the other guys are more quiet and subdued. subdued. Jordan is a guy that's very animated at times.
Yeah.
And with the Ryder Cup, you need some players like that. You don't need the entire team like that, but you need some players like that.
Right.
It's almost like an Olympic feel to it, meaning the Ryder Cup. You're playing, in essence, for your country.
Right.
Because it's the United States against everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like Jordan Spieth. I think he's a very good player. He's actually gotten better within the past 2 years.
Right.
From where he even started from initially. And, you know, you can say, well, what do you mean by that, man? That dude came out on fire. Yeah, he came out on fire, and then that flame went out quickly.
Yeah. It fizzled, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he fizzled. And now you can see the maturity is coming in, whereas he's talking more about a process instead of just winning, because he did come out winning, and now it's more of a process for him. But like going back to what I was saying, he brings a flair to the game, man, and I like the pick.
Yeah.
I didn't have any issues with any of the picks, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think all these guys have shown you they're big time golfers, man.
Right.
And it's a pick, man.
It is.
I get to choose who I want to play.
Right. So then you got Scotty Scheffler, and this is what the assistant editor Zephyr Melton had to say. This kid is not afraid of the big stage. It's evidenced by his play in majors, and he's long enough off the tee to really take advantage of Whistling Straits. Call me a Texas homer, but in the words of another Longhorn great, I have a good feeling about this.
And I was going to say he's from Texas, just like Jordan is. And they got that Texas mentality. We're bigger. We're bigger.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, but the dude, man, is a calm guy, man. You don't see any animation out of it. You just see him going out there doing his thing week in and week out.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to win, but he's going to contend. Yeah. He's going to be in the top 10, top 20 finishes every single tournament he plays in almost.
Yeah. So this is what Josh Sins, the senior writer, said about Daniel Berger and Spieth. He said, Spieth was a good call. Next up, my good goes with the goodie, Daniel Berger. Our bar from Zephyr, who's borrowing from Ben Crenshaw. When I say I've got a feeling about him, one of those bulldogs, he's going to be really hard to shake. So, you know, Daniel Berger, though, he plays well when he's here. He played at the FedEx, and I think he won it 2 years ago.
Yes, 3 years ago. Yes, he did. And Daniel Berger, again, another solid player who's always in there, always in the mix. I was having a conversation with through text message with one of our other partners, Nick, who we just finished talking about, and he, you know, kind of alluded to that Daniel Berger has an ego. He's not well liked. I haven't seen any of that ever, and I've watched the guy a lot on TV. I've never met him personally, so I can't say anything behind the scenes about what he is or who he is, but he seems like a humble person. He seems to be well liked on tour. Hadn't heard anyone speak any ill will against him. So I think it's another good pick, like I said, that Steve Stricker did, man.
Yeah. So these are players that they didn't pick that they mentioned. Patrick Reed, Kevin Na, Will Zalatoris, Webb Simpson, Sam Burns, Jason Kokrak, Billy Horschel, and Kevin Kisner. It says Stricker admitted to losing sleep over the Reed selection. If he had an alternate 13th pick, whom would you advise him to take and why?
It wouldn't be Reed. He's showing you now it was a good no pick for him. I like Kevin Na. I don't think he's long enough to play in this tournament. You know, on the greens, dude is stellar.
Right.
So he would have to be matched up with a long hitter, though.
Right.
You match him up with Tony Finau, okay, that could work. Plus, he's got a cool demeanor about him as well.
Right.
But back to Reed, you know, I mentioned this him liking these tweets about Steve Stricker not choosing him, and you know the people negative on Stricker for doing it. That shows you who this dude is. He may not say it out loud, but this is what he's thinking because he's liking what somebody else said.
Right.
I think he was. I think he is a guy who's about self. It's me.
Right.
Put me in the spotlight, and he should have just been happy for the players that got chosen.
Right.
Left it at that.
Right. So really, I'm with you on that. Like, if he had just not said anything, no liking the tweets and all that or whatever, because it's looking like Koepka might not be able to go, so they're gonna have to pick somebody else. So you probably would have been automatically in that spot if you hadn't been doing all this extra bull crap.
Exactly.
And it's got to be, like you said, it's got to be about the team. I think watching the Solheim Cup a couple weeks ago, to me, it looked like the Europeans always have a better camaraderie with each other.
They were having fun, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, like, it's got to be a bit more about let's come together and let's win as a team than it is, okay, I need to look good. I'm worried about how I look with, and it's got to be more than that, because you can't play in the foursomes where they playing, you hitting alternate shots or whatever, or best ball or whatever. You got to be able to gel with the person you playing with, because if they hit a bad shot, you got to turn around and hit a good one. You got to be able to, that's why it's so important for the captain to be able to put people together that's going to gel with each other, And I think that's what he said. Stricker said that he wanted a team that was going to be able to gel with each other more than just picking whoever it was they were playing well at that time,
Exactly. Man, the thing about it is golf is such an individual sport. Some people don't know how to turn it off when it's not time to be individual.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup is a team sport. Right. It is not an individual sport. You have to play it as a team. But when you've been playing golf the entire 2 years as an individual type sport, it's hard for you to turn that off. Right. And I think that's part of where Patrick Reed is that he's thinking of himself.
Right.
Whereas you're right, you have to be able to gel with the player you're going to be playing with. And looking at the women, the Solheim Cup, you're right. It didn't feel like those women were out there, or some of them were out there thinking about the team. It was, how well am I playing? What am I doing?
Right.
No, if your teammate isn't playing well, you got to lift them up.
Right.
You got to do the thing that's going to bring them along with you.
Right.
And I just don't think having a lot of guys on your team who thinks of themselves is a good mix.
Right. So who would you have picked? Who would you pick for the 13th pick?
I like Sam Burns. I think that guy, again, is a solid player.
Okay.
Like I said, Kevin Na, I just don't think he's long enough. But if you're going to match him up with longer players, longer ball hitters, he could work because he's a very good putter.
Right.
So, me, I could go with either one of those guys, to be honest.
Yeah. So what you think about Billy Horschel, because he just won that BMW over on the European tour.
Yeah, but that was the thing. He was over there playing that as well.
Yeah.
If you notice, all the guys that were picked, they've already eliminated themselves from these type competitions.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to focus on this.
Yeah.
So Billy Horschel plays that, and he plays that a lot. So that was important for him.
Yeah.
Can he come in now and be a part of? Yes, but I don't think Billy Horschel's won the FedEx Cup before.
Yeah.
I don't believe he is where they need him to be in order to be a part of this.
I don't think so either.
He's a Gator. Look, he's a Gator.
Yeah.
And I love my Gators, but I just don't think this is for him either.
Yeah. He hasn't been playing that well, really. He kind of turned it on a little bit in the playoffs. And then last week winning the BMW over there. But other than that, really, he hadn't been playing that well. I would have to go with Kevin Na. I think he's been playing pretty consistent in the playoffs, and I would have had to probably go with him. Like you said, you just had to pair him up with somebody that can hit the ball long or whatever. Right. But he can play. He
can play.
Yeah,
he can play.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's about pairings. And that was one of the things I was watching Steve Stricker press conference a couple of days ago, And that was what he was talking about is, getting the guys together, figuring out who's going to match up well with whom, and just let them have fun together, man.
Yeah.
We going out there to play and win as a group, and not I'm going out there as Patrick Reed, or I'm going out there as Bryson DeChambeau, and trying to win this for the team. No, it's all of us going out there trying to win.
Right. So on the other side of it, on the Euro side of it, you got Paul Casey, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Tommy Fleetwood, Terrell Hatton, Victor Hovland, McIlroy, John Rahm, Lee Westwood, Brian Wisberger, and then he picked Sergio, Shane Lowry, and Ian Poulter. I was
wondering if Ian Poulter was going to make it. That was a wonder for me, and him playing well at the BMW got him picked.
Yeah, right. He played well. I want to say a few weeks ago. I'm gonna tell you somebody that's on fire on the European side, and I don't like this cat, but he has really been playing well. That damn Sergio, man, that Joker been playing lights out, man, and I do not like that cat, man.
Not just on the European League. No. Sergio's been playing good on the PGA.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yep. I don't like that cat, part of what you don't like about Sergio, in my opinion, probably has to do when he was a younger player. He doesn't act the same, in my opinion. He doesn't act the same way that he did when he was younger.
Yeah.
He seems to be a little bit more humble now. He seems to realize his talent and not realize he's not the greatest. When he was younger, he put that aura out that he was the best out there when he wasn't. Now he just realized he's a very good golfer.
Yeah.
And Sergio has been playing well this year.
I'm telling you, he rubbed me the wrong way when he made them comments about Tiger when Tiger had all his issues going on, Not just to me, like just because somebody stick a mic in your face don't mean that you need to say something. Sometimes it's better to say, you know what, hey, I'm just hoping the guy gets through it. And they every last one of them on the PGA Tour for the last 20 years have benefited from Tiger being on there because the purses didn't look anything like the way they look now back then. You take the purses, even if you do it based on, inflation and all that, the purses did not look like the way they look now.
Patrick Cantley said it a week ago. Tiger Woods made golf better for all of us.
Absolutely.
And he did.
Yeah.
He did. But again, you have some guys that it's about them.
Yeah.
And Sergio was one of those guys. I don't think he is that type person anymore. But that's just the way they are.
Yeah.
I think the European team has a really good team.
They do.
They have a really solid team, but a lot of the guys on that team hadn't been really playing well either. Tommy Fleetwood, man.
He fell off.
He about to lose his PGA card if
Yeah, he fell off a little bit. That he like I like Fleetwood though. I like his game or whatever, and his just demeanor or whatever, but he has fallen off. His game has not been as good as it was probably last year, probably year before that either.
Yeah. McIlroy he's starting to play well. Yeah. His game had left him a little bit, man. I think, him trying to swing too hard and him just going out there strictly for distance was probably what was hurting him.
Yeah.
Now you can see his swing is a little bit more under control. So I think that's a good pick, and he's gonna play well. John Rahm is John Rahm, dude.
That dude is a beast, man.
Yeah.
I was looking at his swing on YouTube today, man. This dude barely takes it back 3/4 away of pretty much everybody else on the tour, and he hits it almost. I mean, he's always consistently like top 5 in driving distance.
So if you've noticed, his swing and Tony Finau.
Yep.
He's done the same thing. And Tony said it's more for control for him.
Yeah.
Of course, we know John Rahm's reason for doing it is different because of his legs or his leg. But Tony said that, he doesn't take it back like he used to because it gives him better control. He's still getting the same distance.
Right.
So that right there shows you with all these great experts out there that tells you this is how you should swing a golf club. They don't really know what they're talking about.
Hey, there
it's
is
whatever
not,
works.
to me, just from my little experience in watching and playing golf, there is not one way to swing a golf club.
Nope.
Because you can take it back and do whatever you want to it, as long as when you get back to that ball, that face is somewhere square, you can do whatever you want to before you get there. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's just it, man. There's no one way, as they would say, and I don't know why they say it, to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Like, cat. But there's no one way to do it.
Yeah. So what would you do? How do you feel about him liking those tweets and stuff, Patrick Reed?
I thought, like I told you, man, I thought it was immature.
Yeah.
I think it shows you he's still a little selfish, or he's selfish. When you know your talent and you know the reason why you weren't chosen for something and it had nothing to do with your talent, then that's when you let it go.
Right.
The guys that were chosen for a reason. Their talent level is just as good as yours.
Right.
The difference is, in my opinion, like, and from what Steve Stricker actually said is, you look for guys that are going to mesh together. I think Patrick Reed could work with somebody like Jordan Spieth. They've actually played. I believe they played on the Ryder Cup together.
They did. And I think they went 2 or 3-0-1, I think. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So he could play with somebody like that. All these guys, they're not guys that just come out and all in your face and all of that. You know, Xander showed you in the Olympics. You know, he's a quiet guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes a lot of the attention.
Yeah.
So Patrick Reed being left off didn't bother me. Patrick Reed liking tweets bothered me because it shows who Patrick Reed is, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think another player, had he not been in the top 6, top 7, may not have gotten chosen either, is Bryson. And you know, man, like, sometimes you guys got to let some things go and not even speak on some things. And you said it earlier about Patrick. Bryson is the same type dude that thinks you need to comment on every negative thing out there. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't. Just let it go.
Yeah.
You know who you are. Let it go.
Yeah. That's what I tried to teach my kids, was, look, nobody knows how dumb or how smart you are until you open your mouth.
You open your mouth.
So, sometimes it's better to just be quiet, and people can't make a judgment about you because you're quiet. You're not out there like that. But once you get to opening your mouth and saying some dumb crap, then they're gonna be like, man, you's a dumb one. That's when people try to pass judgment on you. I'm not saying that that's right, but that's what people do,
Yep.
And
so like you said earlier, had he not liked that tweet, not only did he like more than one tweet.
Yeah.
So let you know it wasn't an accident.
Right. Right.
So, had he not done that, he may have very well been another pick if Koepka is out.
Yeah.
So, keep your mouth shut, man. And now if Koepka is out, I'm hoping they don't choose this guy, man.
Yeah.
Choose somebody else.
Yeah. So then Billy Horschel, he considered himself to be an outside contender for the Ryder Cup pick, but he was disappointed. He says, and this is a quote, he said, "I didn't get that phone call. I was a little upset. I was a little tickled," he said. "It gave me a little bit of fire in my butt or my arse to be nice to really not show anything, but just give me a little fire. Not that I needed it." So there was a little more added motivation this week for that. That was before after he won the BMW PGA Championship. And so, what did you think about him being a little upset about not getting a phone call to say, I didn't pick you, and this is why?
So you know what though, man? What that tells me is he's trying to get to another level. I think any good player, I know any great player that feels disrespected, that's how they would have felt, exactly like he felt. Now, I'm not considering him a great player, but he's a good player.
Yeah.
And to say it motivated me, Michael Jordan said a lot of times that people talking trash motivated him to go out there and continue to stomp that butt.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being motivated by it.
Yeah, sometimes Jordan would pick a issue with somebody just so he can get that little fire.
Right. So he can get that fire.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to say something is going to motivate me to go do something. It's another thing to go do it. And he went out and did it.
Yeah.
He went out and played. He played well actually the entire week, and he won it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with how he felt about it. Now, if he doesn't get picked and there's some negative stuff after this, then I got a problem.
Yeah.
You let it go. But no, I didn't have a problem with him saying that, you know.
So if I told you that the USA loses and the Europeans retain the Ryder Cup, what would you say the reason is?
Just the players didn't play their best golf, man.
Yeah.
I think the USA team is by far the best team out there, other than Jon Rahm. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Other than Jon Rahm, I think the USA has the best.
Yeah, when you match up top against, or if you match, let's say
you go from one all the way, what is it? 12 players, 13 players?
12.
When you go from 1 to 12, USA got one that you could clearly say, okay, Jon Rahm is probably better than, this person.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, USA is stacked.
Yeah, they stacked. Yeah.
There is no reason they should lose the Ryder Cup this year.
Yeah. You know what's going to be fun? To see who... I like the single matches better than anything, probably. I like the foursomes. I like all the other ones, too. But I like that last day, them single matches, when I want to see who he going to put up against Jon Rahm. Is he going to put DeChambeau up against Jon Rahm? Because, they played together in, what was the first 2 rounds of the last tournament, the FedEx Cup.
Well, Tony beat Jon Rahm.
Yeah.
In the first, which one was it? In the
that
first,
was shoot, it slipped my mind.
It slipped my mind also. But Tony just beat Jon Rahm, and I don't think Tony's afraid. I don't think Xander's afraid. Xander is freaking Olympian now. Right. Not just an Olympian, a gold medal Olympian.
Right.
Jordan, I don't think he's afraid. I think the United States, Harris English, and that dude chewing that gum like he playing in the backyard somewhere, playing gum in the backyard. Like, man, that gum's stale by now. But I think this team, man, is set up to whereas whoever is matched up with who individually.
Yeah.
So other than Jon Rahm, they more than likely have the advantage on USA.
So you don't think Cantley can get with Jon Rahm?
Oh yeah, Patrick Cantley. That's what I'm saying. Well, I think he can beat him, but I don't think you or anybody else would say that's a win for the United States. Like, it's a toss-up, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely a toss-up. It ain't
no clear win.
Right.
It's a toss-up, but it's not a clear win. Like, Jon Rahm can beat anybody on the United States team head-to-head. He just can.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys on that team that can beat him head-to-head, too.
Yeah.
So, and I think everybody else, with the European team, all the way up to Rory, down to Rory, I just think that team, I think this is a weaker team for them.
I think it's a strong team. Even if you just went by the final results of the FedEx Cup, so you had Cantley that won it, Jon Rahm was 2, Kevin Na was 3, JT was 4, Victor Hovland was 5. Xander Schauffele, Bryson, Dustin Johnson, Billy Horschel. I didn't know if Billy Horschel finished that high.
Yeah.
He finished number tied for 9.
Europeans you name out of that too?
It was Victor Hovland and John Rahm. Them were on the 2 Europeans at the top.
Yeah.
The top. Well, you got Abraham Ansel. But I think he must play out of somewhere else. He must not play out of Europe.
He's
is he
Mexican?
Yeah.
Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why he's not on the team. But then you got Daniel Berger, Tony Finau, Jason Kokrak, rounding it out. Then Rory, Louis Oosthuizen. And I wonder why Louis didn't make the team.
You know, Louis got sick or hurt a week or two ago. So, and you know, he pulled out of one of the tournaments.
Did he?
Yeah. So, you know, maybe still something going on with that. So
yeah, that dude can play too, though, man.
Yeah,
he faded. What tournament was that he faded in though?
Well, we're gonna use faded, but a lot of people say choke. But
hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. After my experience with sleeping on the lead in a tournament, I'm not ever saying anybody choked again because I feel like I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I straight choked. No lie.
It's nerve-wracking, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Because I couldn't find my swing for anything. I'm telling you, the day before, man, I was hitting the ball so well. And to come back that next day, and I could not find it at all. I was just all out of sync. All way out of sync.
There's one thing, Art, to be chasing the leader, because the pressure is not on you. The pressure on them is to keep their lead.
Yeah.
And you have a different mentality when you're chasing them. That's another thing when you're the one being chased.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. I'm excited about the Ryder Cup, man. I can't wait to then it's gonna be on during the day. So it won't be, I don't know what the tea time is gonna look, but it won't be like late at night or early in the morning, like if it was over in Europe or somewhere, having to get up and try to catch it or whatever. So I'm glad to see that. And I really want to get out there and play that course, man. Whistling Straits look like a beast though, man. You need some spotters out there to find your ball. Look like in a lot of spots,
I know some spotters. You need spotters everywhere.
Yeah.
That's like going to Southwind on steroids.
Yeah. But so we actually on the Amateur Players Tour, they got Chambers Bay on the schedule next year. So it's up in Washington. I was like, man, I sure would. It sure would be nice to get out there and play that one, man. But that's a little ways away. I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get you on here, man, so we can talk about this a little bit. We got something coming up soon too, man. Tell us about it.
Yes, sir. Wasn't gonna let that go.
Yeah.
We got a tournament I'll call it a tournament because we got 2 groups playing together this Sunday coming up, and we're trying to raise some money for breast cancer. You and some of your guests who may have heard me before on here know that my wife passed away from breast cancer a year ago. And this will be the second time that we've done something like this. This time it's a little bit bigger. And we're trying to raise money to take up to the West Cancer Clinic to donate it. So it's about, right now there's 19 of us as far as golfers playing Sunday at the Galloway golf course off Walnut Grove. We're going to get together, have a great time. Family and friends are coming out. Of course, you already know the theme is pink, so wear your best pink outfit, bro, because you know how I do it.
Yeah.
And we're doing it for a good cause, man.
Yeah.
It's something dear to me. It means a lot that I've got a bunch of men who are willing to step up and do this. So yeah, that's what we got going on. The name of the tournament is the Shannon Joyner Drive Out Cancer Tournament. So, yep.
Yeah, man, we get to put on our pink, man, and show that men can look good in pink, and that we ain't afraid of pink. I know some men be hesitant about it, but I'm not worried about the pink. As long as I ain't got to wear no pink breeches on mine, I wear the pink shirt. I'm not wearing the pink breeches. I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm sure you and Ron have a fantastic outfit ready for Sunday.
Your boy Ian Poulter wear them, man. So
yeah, that dude. I'm gonna tell you though, that dude rubbed me the wrong way too, man. We was the first time I went to the FedEx St. Jude. It had to been like 3-4 years ago. Something like that. So me and my uncle out there, I can't remember what hole it was, but this dude straight was talking bad to his caddy, man. And I'm like, it ain't his fault. It's your fault. You the one that hit the shot. You know, you talk bad to your caddy, man. I was like, I don't like this dude, man. I don't like this dude. But anyway.
You know what, man? Some of these guys have been with their caddies for so long. And I think Ian Poulter, it may be him that's been with his caddy for, 13, 14, 15 years. So they have like a unique relationship.
Yeah.
Where most of them are really friends too, and they really understand each other well. I don't know if that's the dynamic of their relationship, but sometimes, we don't realize how close they are and how close or how they can say things to each other that, someone looking on the outside are like, wow, he's talking to this dude like this, but yet the caddy probably does the same to him because they have that unique relationship.
Yeah.
The one player I can tell you whose caddy wasn't like that was Bryson.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to break up, didn't it? Didn't they break up?
Yeah, during the tournament. So that goes to show you that it wasn't good.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Hey, man, when you're dealing with another man, it's just, I don't care how good of friends we are. Hey, man, it's only so much I'm be like, hey, bro, I'm about to smack fat from you. If you say one more freaking word, man, or something, I'm gonna have to walk away or something, man. It's only so much a man can take, I feel like, and it's like, bro, hey, you need to tone it down. Yeah. So, you have to check your tone when you're talking to another man. Like there's certain things that you can say and get away with it because it's how you say it. But then there's some things you be like, hey, man, you're not going to just talk to me any kind of way, bro. That's just not going to happen.
That is true.
Yeah, hey, I love my brother to death. Love my dad to death, but it's certain things you ain't better say to me. I'm going to be, hey, either I'm going to have to walk away or we're going to have problems. Somebody going to have to walk away.
Somebody going to have to move.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, so I'm excited about Sunday, man. And actually, we got something before Sunday too, right?
Oh, yes, sir. We got another tournament Saturday, which is Ron, one of our other good friend golfers. His uncle is having another tournament. It's the WL Porter Celebrity Golf Tournament. That's going to be at Fox Meadows. So if any of your listeners want to get a team together, they can go in for that as well. I believe it is $75 a person, $300 a team for a group of 4. So yeah, and we plan on going in and, as they say, make it do what we do.
Yeah, yeah. So
last tournament we played in, it kind of slips on mind what position we came out in. I believe we tied for first place.
You best to know it.
So that's our goal going into this one, man. To go in there and, as they say, again, make it do what it do.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we shot a 59 out there at Cherokee. So according to what's been done before, a 59 should put us close. So if we can do it at Cherokee.
Oh, we definitely can do it at Fox.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because they don't even really compare as far as difficulty comes, Is Fox Meadow pretty much wide open. We just gotta stay out the trees, stay from up under the trees, stay in the fairway, we'll be all right.
Putt the ball well.
Yep. You gotta make them putts.
Don't lose strokes on the putting green.
Man, I'm telling you right now, we can't lose no strokes on the putting green, like you said.
Yep.
Save them mulligans. Yeah. So I appreciate you coming on with me, Rob, man. Talk about it, man. We're going to have to get you back on here, man, since you one of the other guys in the group that watch golf like I do, man. I wake up watching it, go to bed watching it. My wife, it drives her crazy, but she'll be all right.
Sir, do the same thing, man.
Yeah.
I probably watch golf now more than anything else on TV, to be honest.
Absolutely.
My station pretty much stays on the Golf Network, Golf Channel.
Right.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
Man. You have a good evening, man.
I will, and I appreciate you inviting me on, man. And
No problem,
again,
man.
I would love to come back on and speak with some of the other guys on there about, how we all met also.
Yeah.
Nick, Reginald. I know you've had Steve Williams on there once before talking about himself, like, Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Reggie and Nick on here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I tried to get Stefan on today, but he don't watch golf like that, man.
He's somewhere working out.
It wouldn't surprise me. He a hustler though, man. He a salesman, so he always he out there trying to get that dollar.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. You got to be able to provide for your family too.
Absolutely. All right, man. You take it easy, man.
I appreciate it, Art.
No problem. I'll catch up with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Burn the Edge Golf Podcast will also be a supporting sponsor at the Barbara Bolton Memorial Golf Tournament held at Orgo Park on October 9th. You can register at www.bbmgt.org. You can also register at hillchapelmb.org. Thank you again for listening to the podcast. We hope that you're enjoying our conversation. We're going to be coming up soon to the end of the season 1. Probably at the end of October, 1st of November, we'll be having our last episode for this year. Please continue to support us. Please follow, like, subscribe. Leave comments, whatever comments that you have, bad, good, negative, indifferent, whatever you want to do. Positive, negative, indifferent comments. Please leave them all. Again, just want to thank you for listening. Thank you for your support.